name is Jordan, and I live on a decommissioned Air Force base in rural Upper Peninsula, Michigan called Sawyer. Although it was once thriving with the hustle and bustle of Air Force soldiers, these days it consists of around 3,000 residents, and there is not much happening economically. Prior to the pandemic, there was already a serious lack of access to affordable and nutritious foods. The pandemic highlighted cracks in the food system, including how and where it is grown, manufactured, and distributed. In the UP, Michigan, we import over 90% of our food. As a problem solver and someone whose career has previously been in event production, I suddenly had some time to do some research last April 2020, which is when I discovered victory gardens. In 1942, the government asked people to support the war effort by supporting themselves through gardening. By 1944, just 2 years later, victory gardens accounted for 40% of all the fresh fruits and vegetables consumed in the United States. We may not have a grocery store, but we do have plenty of land. And where better to revive victory gardens than on a decommissioned Air Force base? After talking to some community members, I discovered these barriers to growing their own food. Time and location. People are busy, especially parents. They don't want to drive or take long walks to the community garden every day. In their own yard, the soil quality is sandy and in need of compost and amending. The cost of starting with tools, seeds, starts, containers, compost, soil, it just seems too high. And last but not least, knowledge and confidence. They wouldn't even know where to start. Taking all this into consideration, I put my event production skills into action to design, plan, and produce a pilot program around the client's needs. #MyNeighbors. Let's grow KI. Empowering young parents with the tools, knowledge, and confidence to grow, prepare, and preserve nutritious food for themselves and their families at their own homes. But we need some help. We have scheduled and confirmed the instructors and have partnered with multiple local organizations whose missions are aligned to help provide us with resources. But we still need a fiscal boost to get this party started. Removing the barriers of cost and providing them with the needed containers, soil, compost, seeds, transplants, and garden tools, along with any kitchen tools needed to prepare those foods, and 12 hands-on workshops between June and October. Thank you so much for your time. If you can't donate, please consider sharing this with your friends and family or someone who can. And also, please consider gardening. People have been doing it all around the world for thousands of years. You can too.
Of all the weapons the United Nations are using to win this war, food is among the most important. Food to keep our husky young fighting men fit. Food to give them the strength to battle for freedom. But in addition to food that must go to the warrior at the front, there must be food for the worker at home.